day has finally arrived. Thunder Ridge graduation, the second class. Your students had to overcome a lot to get to this time. Talk about that process of why we have a giant screen here and a parking lot full of seniors.
It was a great year for our seniors. A lot of great accomplishments in the classroom, academically, performing arts, on the volleyball court, of course, our state champion academic team. A great year all in all, but then the COVID hit in March, and so we've had to kind of scramble a little bit these last couple months, and our seniors have done a great job managing that, overcoming that obstacle, and it's been, it's not ideal. No one's happy about it, but they've done a great job adjusting to it. So part of those adjustments that we've had to make is we've had to move our graduation from the gym out to our beautiful parking lot. And so we're doing a drive-in here. We've got a great 75-foot screen up. We're going to be broadcasting our graduation. 100% will be broadcast. And I believe you're going to do it on Facebook Live. You're going to be able to broadcast it for those that can't be in attendance here live. And then we're also going to make that available to all our seniors so they can have it. We'll have a website for them to get on there.
The frequency 87.7 on the FM dial. We've got to give you credit. We weren't sure about the weather, but you were confident. You said nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. I will say I was a little worried when our 75-foot screen blew over 3 times. However, it's standing up right now, and the wind seems to have abated a little bit, and it's a beautiful night. The clouds even cooperated by staying to our northwest and covering the sun, so we have a little better visibility already.
Real quick, I know you need to get going, but what are you most proud of this class?
Seeing them show up right now. Like I said, we did a lot of great things this year, this senior class, a lot of fun things, and it was fun to work with them. Year 2, these kids all chose to came over here as well. But when you see them get through what they got through and they're here, they're happy, and a lot of people I've talked to said, this is great. We should do this every year. I'm not sure we're going to do it every year because it's been a lot of work, but now that the work's done, maybe it won't be too bad. But they're just embracing it, and I'm just proud of the way they've stepped up, and they said, this is what it is, and we're going to move forward and move on with our lives, and we're going to be better because of it.
Best of luck to you. I know you need to get going, so thank you so much for joining us. We'll get back to him in a second when we start this video, through the magic of video. So he's going to go put our robe on, and then he'll be in the video in just a second. So thank you so much, Principal McLaren. Sam, it feels like yesterday we were just opening this school, doing a Facebook Live here, and now year 2. Amazing.
Year 2, and they have persevered. I mean, it has not been easy. It hasn't been easy for parents. It hasn't been easy for these kids. It hasn't been easy for teachers, and it hasn't been easy for administration. But a lot of work has come into this, and it's awesome to see the fruition of those plans. Like he said, I was so worried. I was like, oh my gosh, this wind is horrible today. And it has
blew over a few times.
He said blew over 3 times. Yep. But we're here. It's a beautiful night, not even raining. I mean, they said maybe some rain today as well. And so I think it was meant to be for this, because this weather is beautiful and they are happy. It was so cool to see their personalities and dressing up their cars and their signs and stuff. So even though this isn't ideal, man, they did an awesome job. They knocked it out of the park. It's a good way to start the week of graduations.
They did. I can't wait to see it. Now let's send it back to Principal McLaren, who's in a robe now through the magic of video.
Hello and welcome, class of 2020. We're excited to be here for this unique graduation opportunity. Whether you're here at Thunder Ridge with us or if you're joining us from home streaming this, we appreciate you being in attendance. This is a unique opportunity for us and we're glad you could join us. Tonight we'll forego the national anthem and we'll just go right into our summa cum laude speeches, which will be presented by Vivian Spencer and Alyssa Brock.
Good evening, my adoring fans and friends. It is common knowledge that every good speech begins with a definition. Thank you, thank you. Because I am attempting to make this speech a good one, I would like to share a definition with you today. The Oxford Dictionary says that procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. The word can be used in a sentence such as, quote, "Your first tip is to avoid procrastination," end quote. I kid you not. That is the example sentence they used in the dictionary. I found it there on Google last night as I researched speech topic ideas in a panicked frenzy under the sudden realization that at 4 o'clock today, I would be expected to show up and record an inspiring and witty graduation speech for the class of 2020. Your first tip is to avoid procrastination. Oh, the irony. Yes, thanks. Thanks, guys. You see, one doesn't simply avoid procrastination. No, one lives and breathes procrastination. It's a way of life. And for those of us who choose to embrace it, it always works out. Like the time I procrastinated my senior project. 13 months ago, the Thunder Ridge Juniors were informed that it was time to start working on our projects. Naturally, I put it off until I took the class during the 3rd trimester this year. I walked into the class with no idea what my project would be, in a mild state of panic that I might actually not graduate because of my procrastination. However, in a stroke of good luck, coronavirus struck. I know, none of you ever expected to hear coronavirus and good luck in the same sentence, ever. But I could not have planned my procrastination better. Because of the quarantine, my incomplete senior project was waived, and my diploma was salvaged. Another glorious victory for procrastinators everywhere. Now, I can already hear all you responsible people out there in the audience. I know you're thinking, well, this time it worked out for her, but someday her irresponsible and ill-advised habits will be her downfall. You're probably right. But that's not the point. In my late night research on procrastination, I learned another new term, active procrastination. Active procrastination is being fully aware of what you should be doing, but putting it off because you know what you're doing instead is more important and will pay off in the long run. It's putting off the things that are less important and getting the important things done now. It's the classic good, better, best situation. Dallin H. Oaks, a prominent jurist, educator, and religious leader, said in a 2007 address, "We should begin by recognizing the reality that just because something is good is not a sufficient reason for doing it. The number of good things we can do far exceeds the time available to accomplish them. Some things are better than good, and these are the things that should command priority attention in our lives. What do we need to prioritize, and what do we need to procrastinate? What is ultimately important? The average human lifespan is about 70 years. Doing some quick math, that's 3,640 weeks, or 36,691,200 minutes. Think about that. That's actually not a lot of time. Our days are numbered. We should not waste the precious few days in our lives. I ask you to procrastinate the things that don't matter. Put off trying to write the perfect graduation speech, a speech that no one will remember in 3 months. Put off hating yourself when you have limited time with the glorious body and soul that you've been given. Put off doing every single random chore on your to-do list when you should be spending time doing things you love with the people you love, rather than obsessing over things like making sure your baseboards are painted pristine white. Put off worrying about what others think of you. Put off being perfect and instead be the best you can be right now. Don't limit yourself by catering to every single expectation placed in your path. The world is your oyster, not your to-do list. Class of 2020, thank you for sharing your lives with me, and welcome to the rest of your life. Don't waste it.
Hi guys, this is Weird, and I wish I could be addressing you in person, but it seems like weird is the status quo for our senior year. Instead of a 3rd trimester, we got a global pandemic. Instead of watching spring sports, we watched Tiger King. Instead of senior prom and trips, we learned TikTok dances and went on expeditions to the fridge, all from home. Even though some of our experiences have been unique, the emotions that surround the end of our high school careers mirror those of so many other graduates that came before us. It is hard to leave the only past you've ever known for a future that is uncertain, a little scary, and a lot expensive. Whether you loved high school or hated it, it's a bittersweet feeling to know that this time in our lives is coming to an end. But if we choose to, I believe we can utilize this time as a beginning and as a chance to become our best and truest selves. We have an unprecedented opportunity for reinvention as we move on into college, military or mission service, the workforce, or wherever we may be headed. After today, the person you've been in high school no longer determines who you are or who you can become. People will not care what sports teams you were on, what clubs you were in, or what your GPA was. While high school accomplishments should be celebrated, they do not define you. What matters now is the person you choose to be from this point forward. So, when you get this fresh start, who will you choose to be? In a new environment where you can no longer rely on others to define you, what kind of person will you become? You can decide now to be kinder, more confident, more honest, humble, or determined. You can decide to work harder, empathize more, or set loftier goals for yourself. You can recommit to finding your passion and living your purpose. As you embark on new adventures, you will likely travel outside of your comfort zone. This may seem scary, and it is, but it's also an enormous opportunity for growth. I was once told there is no growth in the comfort zone and no comfort in the growth zone. Uncomfortable situations help show us who we are and who we want to become, so it's a good thing there will be no shortage of them in the years to come. As we move on into this next phase of life, we should look back with appreciation for the people we've met, the lessons we've learned, and the things we've accomplished, whilst also looking forward to the people we will meet, the lessons we will learn, and the things we will accomplish. I agree with C.S. Lewis when he said, "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." We have a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited for our future. As I wrap up my thoughts, I want to thank my family, friends, and my teachers, as well as Quizlet and Chick-fil-A. I really couldn't have done it without each and every one of them. There's no such thing as a self-made person. Someone else believed, encouraged, and invested in you. I urge you to thank those who have been imperative to your success. We may not have had any say in the circumstances that dictated the end of our high school experience. However, we can have the last word. We are resilient. We've achieved a lot so far, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Thank you, Vivian and Alyssa, for those great remarks. It's easy to see why we have such great kids here, and they represented us well. We'll now go into a couple more student speeches. We'll start with our senior class president, Jamie Fulmer. Following Jamie's remarks, we'll be pleased to hear from Miss Chloe Lindsay. After Chloe's remarks, we'll have a musical number, a video prepared by our very own choir, chamber singers here, and they've been a virtual choir for a couple months now, but they'll be giving us a rendition of Ain't No Mountain High Enough, directed and accompanied by Miss Brooklyn Gardner.
Good evening, faculty, fellow seniors, friends, and family. I was beginning to think this day would never come. But here we are, ending a chapter of our lives that we will forever remember and beginning a new one full of hope, ambition, and passion. We have come so far through all our challenges, and even the biggest challenge we are faced with today has helped us become strong and united. At the beginning of this year, I was so worried about making this year a year to be remembered, coming up with ideas and activities that would create memories and build us up and unite us as a class. After all, we are the class of 2020. It can't get much cooler than that. Little did I know, the biggest memory we would make this year would be facing a pandemic that would go down in history books. It's sad to think we never got a proper prom. Our spring activities and even our senior Disneyland trip had to be canceled this year. But hey, maybe for our 10-year reunion, it'll be prom themed. And maybe for our 15-year reunion, we'll go to Disneyland. I don't know if we'll be as willing to sit on a bus all the way to California as we are now, but we have 15 years to figure that one out. We have had memories this year that have brought us closer as a class and have helped us stand together during troubling times. Some of the memories that stick out to me include the senior sunrise, where we watched the sunrise as we anxiously awaited the last day of school. When we raced onto the football field after winning our first game of the season, or standing in applause as a school after listening to the national anthem at every assembly, or when we gathered as a class to take our class photo in the gym. There are so many other memories that I know I will cherish, and I know every single one of you has your own personal memories that are unique and will have a lasting impact on your life. We are grateful for our high school memories and experiences, but there's so much to look forward to. So many adventures and obstacles that we are just waiting to undertake. It's all thanks to the years we spent growing and learning and every day striving to be the best versions of ourselves. This school has left its mark in us and will forever be there for the rest of our lives. I know right now it may not feel like it, but we were the chosen class for this particular moment. We are the class of 2020, And we will be remembered as the class that was patient and courageous during a difficult and confusing time. This challenge will only make us stronger, and it will be something that we will look back and reminisce with those we love. We will recognize this experience as a beautiful beginning. When we go through tough challenges, we learn about who we are and what we value in our life. Hold tight to your passions and dreams, and keep striving to take the steps to reach your goals, even if they're baby steps. I would like to thank our incredible faculty and administration who have spent countless hours thinking and figuring out ways for us all to safely gather together and celebrate our high school graduation. We would not be here today if it wasn't for their amazing leadership. I've absolutely loved and cherished my time as senior class president, and I'm so honored to be part of the class of 2020. One of my favorite quotes from Walt Disney himself is, "Around here, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward and opening up new doors and doing new things. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." So class of 2020, get out there, open up new doors for yourself, and make it happen. Thank you.
Like many of you, I grew up watching the famous Disney Channel series High School Musical. I thought Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez's high school experiences were an accurate description of what my high school life would be like. But ooh, let me tell you, freshman Chloe figured out that that was not the case real quick. But the other night, I decided to throw on the good old graduation scene from the movie. I honestly don't even know what I was trying to get out of it because it made me very sad and I wanted to cry, to be honest. But I kept watching it. And as I watched them sing, dance, and backflip as they celebrated their graduation, I thought to myself, ugh, if only our graduation could have been something like this. But then I realized, wait, why can't it? I mean, there's no way we could do a full-on production like they did, but why not have the same exciting, joyful, and celebratory outlook they did in the movie? Now, I'm most definitely not saying to overlook the pain and heartache that this very different senior year has caused us. Our loss of cheer competitions, sporting events, musicals, or whatever it may be is hard. And it's okay to still be coping with it. I know I still am. However, let's take a minute to realize something absolutely incredible. We are role models, and not just role models at that, but historical role models. From now on, we will be asked, what was it like to graduate the year of 2020? What did you learn? What did you feel? Do you know how you want to answer these questions? What would you tell your grandkids about that year? Take a minute and think about it. I thought about it, and here's something that I would like to say. You know, I won't lie, I felt lost, and I felt hurt, and I felt robbed of my senior year in many ways. But you know what I also felt? Strong. I felt proud. I felt honored to be part of a class that not only went through 4 years of laughing, crying, hard work, and the pure exhaustion of high school, but also graduated when the world was flipped upside down. And I know that if I can get through that, then I can get through anything. So although it didn't turn out just like the movies or quite what we thought it would be like, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate like our favorite Wildcats from the movie did. Celebrate how strong we are and the fact that we have made history. We have done something that no one else has ever accomplished. Because after all, we are the class of 2020, the class who is all in this together and the class that will always be remembered.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low,
ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
Remember the day I set you free. always count on me, babe.
From that day on, I made a vow.
I'll be there when you want me,
So wait for now.
'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
Well, now it's my opportunity to share some remarks and some thoughts with you. And I want to start just by commending the class of 2020. Certainly it hasn't been an easy road these last couple months, but every senior I see and every time I visit with this class, I'm just impressed with their perseverance and the way they've worked through these challenging times. I don't think any of us can imagine or want to put ourselves in their spot, but they are just so brilliant and tough and strong to get through this. It's been a remarkable experience for me to observe that and in some small way be part of it with them and experience it with them. I want to just spend a couple minutes talking about this senior class and the remarkable students that they are. We have students that spent hours and hours in the art classroom, in the choir classroom, in the band classroom, in science classrooms, debate classroom, in the court, in the weight room, on the fields. Very eclectic group of students with many, many talents. This class also has a lot of academic success. When you see them walk and receive their diploma, you'll see some different cords and medals on them, and I want to let you know what those cords and medals signify. We have 45 students that have earned an honor cord, which is a single silver cord. That means they earned above a 3.5 GPA. We have 53 students that have a double silver cord, and that represents their GPA between 3.75 and 4.0. 24 students received a double braided cord and a medal, and those are magna cum laude students. They earned over a 4.0 GPA while in high school, and we have 15 students who earned above a 4.25. And those are our summa cum laude groups. Just a great academic class, very high achieving. In fact, 182 of our graduates, we have 277 this year, 182 of them have been accepted to colleges and will be attending 16 different colleges in 8 different states. Just remarkable, and that's the ones we know about. Not being in school the last couple months has been difficult to track some of that information down. But 182 of them are going to attend have been accepted to attend a college. Of course, others will be joining the workforce. We have others that will be going on religious missions for their church. And we have 2 students that are going to join the military service. So kudos to them. Also, in this graduating class, we have some other accomplishments outside the classroom. We have state champion volleyball players in this class. Avery Turnage, Austin Landon, Brooklyn Rose, Whitney Belston, J.C. Weatherman, Jenna Weatherman, and Bailey Catterall all were seniors on that state champion volleyball team. Kudos to you guys. We have state academic champions in this class. Emma Blaine was on the state academic scholastic team. Sarah Beck and Ethan Ricks earned National Award for Superior Distinction and qualified for nationals in debate. Very difficult to do. And then we have Vivian Spencer is a National Merit Scholarship winner. There's only 7,600 students in America that qualify and achieve that award. A very prestigious group. Great job, Vivian. And this is the largest graduating class in the history of Thunder Ridge High School, so that's another achievement for them. And they earned $2.2 million worth of scholarship money that's been reported. And 90% of them have taken at least one college level class while in high school. Very impressive, to say the least. 12 students have accepted a presidential scholarship, which covers their tuition entirely. And 51% of our graduating class that have received a scholarship of some type. I just want to, great accomplishments, and it doesn't happen alone. Please reach out to those people as graduates. Please reach out to those people who made a difference in your life and made it possible for you to achieve those successes in those different areas of your life, whether it's your parents, grandparents, guardians, friends, neighbors, whoever it might be, teachers, other people that might be involved in that part of your life. Make sure you take time to reach out to them and thank them for their hard work. Because I have the opportunity, I want to share some things, and because it's being recorded, you have to listen. So I just want to share just a quick thought that's occurred to me over this last little while. And we could talk a lot about how adversity makes you stronger and makes you better, and we certainly know that. I want to talk a little bit about an anchor and the importance of anchors in our lives. When you think about an anchor, some of us might immediately think, well, that's something that we're stuck with. It keeps us in one place. It doesn't allow us to move. It doesn't allow us to go anywhere. It makes us stuck. And rather than think about it as making you stuck in a place, I want you to think about it in a way that it allows you to have some root somewhere that makes you happy and centered and focused. So as you think about as you go out into your life and as you experience life, you need to have something that you can always focus on and regroup and center yourself. Whether that is your personal beliefs, whether that's family members, whether that's people around you that can keep you on the right track. Always have that anchor. And when you feel yourself kind of floating down and not really in control of your life, you're just floating along with the current, go back to that anchor, refocus yourself, and get back on track. And I promise you that as you do that, your life will be better and your life will be more focused. So at this time, it's my opportunity to present to the school board, the Bonneville Board of Trustees, as a representative of Thunder Ridge High School faculty and staff. I am pleased and honored to stand before you and certify that these students have all met the graduation requirements set by the Idaho State Board of Education and by the Bonneville Joint School District Board of Trustees. I present them to you for graduation. It's now my opportunity to introduce Mr. Scott Lynch. He's our school board representative. He'll share some remarks with us. Following his remarks, we're going to be able to view a recording of our seniors walking across the stage and receiving a diploma. And following that, we have a slideshow with our seniors all displaying a little bit of their personality. Following the slideshow, our concluding action for the night will be the turning of the tassels presented by Janie Fulmer.
Thank you, Mr. McLaren, for allowing me to be here with the graduates of 2020. 2020 will always have a soft spot in my heart. As many families are celebrating the graduation of their seniors, we are also celebrating the graduation of our senior in our home. You might have to bear with me as I try to get through this speech. I may have to read it as I'll get very emotional. Due to the COVID virus, I know some of you are very disappointed. You're upset, you're confused, and you're sad. This is not how the last 3 months was supposed to go of your senior year. I feel I speak for the board, the district, the administration, and all of your parents, and your teachers, and all the staff as well, when I say this is not how we expected your senior year to end. And the hardest part is not being able to fix this for you. We know missing out on being able to enjoy the final months of your senior year, hanging out with your friends, playing sports, going to prom, and saying your goodbyes is what every senior looks forward to. But maybe, just maybe, class of 2020, you were made for this moment. You see, you were prepped before you were born to face heartache, to uncertainty, and worry. Maybe you are who we need to lead us to the next normal. As I don't think our world will ever look the same after the dust settles, and as we assess the damage of this virus and what it has done. I have to believe it's not irony, it's no coincidence, and it's not just bad luck that the 9/11 babies are also the class of 2020 graduates. Instead, I believe this is your destiny, to lead us and show us how to go on and live, to learn, and to create more sustainable peace in the world. I admire your ability to face adversary and keep moving forward. While it may not just be the senior year ending that you had wished for or dreamed of, it will be your senior year, unique among your peers, and you will reap the rewards. Stay flexible, stay patient, and be ready for your next chapter. As a member of the class of 2020, you are the trailblazers, the champions, wise scholars, and winners. We all love you and are so proud of your great accomplishments during these unprecedented times. I don't know any other class and group of leaders more ready for the world. Go out, change the world, class of 2020. You were made for this. With this being said, Mr. McLaren, it's my pleasure on behalf of the Bonneville Joint School District Board of Trustees, the administrators and teachers and parents to accept the Thunder Ridge graduating class of 2020 presented tonight. Congratulations, graduates. We love you. We're proud of you. God bless you.
Maggie Hansen. Andrew Higley. Trayson Murdoch. Brett Zerker. Brandon Johnson. Gage Ballard. Spencer Benson. Kimberly Howard. Brady Lee Packer. Annika Benson. Shaylee Del Rosso. Stetson Moss. Whitney Foster. Alyssa Farnes. Caitlin Mialis. Sarah Beck. Carson Monker. Chloe Lindsay. Gage Holt. Sawyer Brody. Anthony Oracha. Jasmine Morgan. Haley Hogue. Easton Sargent. Emily Jolly. Gabby Adams. Ashton Foose. Kiana Olson. Jordan Green. Dawson Hernandez. Christian Larson. Mackenzie Burr. Caitlin Schweeder. Anthony Coeto. Cole Funk. Kayla Pendleton. Olivia Conover. Cameron Ball. Vivian Spencer. Quincy Hubbard. Isabel Hatch. Ethan Taylor. Sydney Hayes. Haley Deneen. Jason Rogel. Tegan Haycock. Lincoln Gardner. Drennan Hansen. Caden Long. Brooke Manuel. Drex Samaro. Abby Bullock. Austin Lytle. Mackenzie Anderson. Carson Parkinson. Braxton Moon. Dylan Forsgren. Colton Barnett. Avery Turnage. Thomas Stoker. Guillermo Willie Elatriste. Emily Waldron. Danielle Batchelor. Anthony Sorensen. Bryce Butikofer. Elijah McClellan. Jillian Davenport. Jose Nunez. Makaira Reeves. Jeremiah Gann. Destiny Flores. Brian Schumitz. Camille Arvey. Alyssa Archibald. Natalie Butikofer. Anson Youngberg. Zach Beck. Bryn Jorgensen. Alex Gonzalez. Gilbert Perez. Janice Ludlow. Amber Lee Summers. Tyler Slater. Catherine Jensen. Anisha Reynolds. Cody Cutler. Brandon John. Katie Lyman. Kai Beatty. Vanessa Vera. Jodale Bateman. Brianna Taylor. Kylie Johnson. Iva Black. Mia Camacho. Daniel Mowry. Bryson Murdoch. Whitney Belliston. Chloe Hawks. Joey Hansen. Kennedy White. Carson Ball. Lauren Day. Carly Dye. Rachel Alba. Janie Fulmer. Grace Denning. Jaden Taylor. Caden Tolson. Jason Biggs. Zanny McComber. Kaylee Peterson. Alexei Fierro. Cindy Rodriguez. Leslie Mendoza. Sage Reynolds. Romeo Tobias. Helio Carrillo. Omer Almahi. Emmeline Lemus Diaz. McKady Smith. Michael Hanks. Stormy Higley. Ethan Ricks. Damon Meyer. Ty Davis. Ricky Walker. Brock Shaw. Daniela Maciel. Julian Trejo. Brian Aguilar Avina. Spencer Green. Grayson Guthrie. Emma Levitt. Hunter Style. Trey Kirkendall. Caitlin Collins. Nathan Ariano. Brendan Anderson. Dakota Bean. Daniel Sorensen. Barry Lou Jones. Jacob Hurley. Savannah Bennell. Tyler Landon. Telson Barth. Whitney Benyon. Emma Blaine. Akira Hooks. Carol Godfrey. Trayton Slack. Colby Scott. Kyler Rogers. Sydney Lance. Justin Lance. Justin Larson. Sarah Del Prado. Bailey Case. Bianca Garcia. Santiago Calderon. Caden Asher. Mariano Armas. Kevin Going. Logan Lydyard. Dallas Cook. AJ Stepanian. Peyton Wells. Lauren Seedall. Madeline Virgin. Kayla Godak. Roxanne Perman. Logan Thompson. Ian Rawlings. Porter Nyberg. Austin Ray. Hannah Daw. Cambry Miller. Haley Freed. Sierra McCammon. Claire Holyoke. Paige Lowry. Leonel Ramos. Kelsey High. Addie Seeley. Maggie Hoke. Jasmine Nolasco. Jace Olney. Derek Montero. J.C. Adams. Seth Modal. Lane Gillespie. Mason Anderson. Caden Hall. Natasha Gardner. Jesse Campbell. Braxton Lenz. Evan Williams. Mackenzie Ruppel. Jessica Harker. Colby Coles. Allie Sanders. J.C. Weatherman. Jennifer Weatherman. Tyler Rumble. Kira Wood. Amber Capron. Itzel Garduno. Mariah Reyes. McKenna Trejo. Reese Jensen. Ava Whitehouse. Jade Williams. Shaylee Anderson. Austin Landon. Patricia Rodriguez. Andrew Cheap. Alyssa Brock. Jeremiah Bear. Neve Lynch. Clarissa Hicks. Connor Swearingen. Brady Holverson. Larissa Humphreys. Connor Isom. Fatima Troncoso. Justin Evanson. Tyra Strickland. Janie Nybar. Brooklyn Rose. Mackenzie Clark. Aspen Rozak. Emily Waterman. Leticia Gonzalez Mendoza. Jessica Dragaman. Marshall Dargy. Sage Montgomery. Elijah Fonety. Jesus Lopez. Connor Belknap. Kayla Hyatt. Blake Mavity. Ronnie Morgan. Ethan Southwick. Taylor Ward. Lauren Mickelson. Braden Dennett.
Now, class of 2020, it's time to move our tassels from the right to the left. We graduated. Yay!